Yo, what's good? What's good? We back. We back. Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to all the haters. Shout out to everybody that's just hypersensitive about little shit. Shout out to all the people that don't really care what nobody think. Shout out to the people that's just enjoying life. Shout out to the people that's just waiting to talk about somebody else's life because their life ain't shit. Shout out to everybody, man. This is Adolf, the instrumental architect. Architect your life before they go and get your wife, aka the real jump man, aka heavy. Yo, preview, right? Early preview to what I think about this episode. This is the Mal and Rory episode 3. You know me better than the things I did. You know me better than the things I did. This episode right here is better than all the episodes that they put out so far. Fragrance of the day, Sean John 3 a.m. Fig leaf. Citrus. Smell good. Alright? Listen, man. I did not listen to this whole podcast. This podcast, my only gripe about this episode was that this shit was too long. I listened to about an hour and 20 minutes of this episode. I do not have clips for you. This shit is on YouTube. Go watch this shit on YouTube. Alright? I do what I want. It's my channel. Shout out to the people that support and shout out to the people that appreciate that. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Alright? These are all honest opinions. I don't care about your opinion about, yo, such and such, about such and such, who and who's this and why he's like this and why their podcast is better than this podcast and why are you reviewing them because you shouldn't be talking about them. It's like, bro, I do what I want. And when you a boss at any level from the bottom to the top, to the CEO, to a billionaire, you do what you want. You say what you want, anything goes. If it's your company, anything goes. You understand me? One thing I want to say about Mal and Rory, right? This is what I'm going to stop doing. I'm going to stop comparing this podcast to their former podcast, all right? And the reason why I'm going to do that is because it's just two different things. It's just two different podcasts, bro. Like, the same type of assertiveness that Joe has and the same type of comedy that Joe has and that podcast has, this podcast is just not going to have. So, I got to grade these things by what they are and how they are. All right? I am a fan of people putting together their own shit and doing their own thing. I'm a fan of podcasts, the whole podcast genre. So, because I got a mic, because I got a camera, because I got a computer, and if I feel like putting out content about reviews, this is what I do, all right? It is what it is. You understand me? But this episode right here was the best episode that they put out. The first 45 minutes to an hour was very good content. They talked about stuff, regular life stuff. There's nothing really important that I could just come up off the head that they spoke about, but they did speak about what Mal said when he said that he paid for his friend's date dinner. Like he paid for her dinner, whatever date she was on, he paid for that dinner while her date didn't know. And he was like, I don't know why everybody's acting like this, blah, blah, blah. Listen, man. You ain't, yo, son, there's so many things that was wrong with that. I already explained what was wrong with that whole situation. And I don't feel like explaining it again. All I'm going to say, bro, it was simp activity. It was trick activity. and you just gotta own up to it, bro. Own up to your trick. Own up to your simpness, bro. Whoever you are on this planet, you gotta own up to all the things that you do, bro. Like, if you trying to, nah, I ain't do it because I got it, and it don't matter if you a millionaire, billionaire. If you doing shit like that, there's certain principles you gotta follow, and there's certain things that you shouldn't do automatically when, you know, sex is not even involved in the situation. You was never even hitting the chick. But whatever on that. On to the next one. They had a couple phone call. Well, one phone call. They talked to Division at like around the end of the episode. They talked to Division. It was a cool conversation. You thought I was gonna say something crazy, right? It was a cool conversation. Psych, it was boring. It was boring. And yet again, when I was watching the episode, I was comparing this to Joe's episode and how he does things. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. This podcast is for people that are really chilled. Rory brings the edge to the show, obviously. He brings the toxicity to the show, so at least he brought that with him. And he uses a lot of that, which he's good at. He's good at scoring. If this is like basketball, he's the point guard that's good at scoring and shooting. Pass Rory the rock, he gonna shoot, and he gonna get the buckets, bro. He gonna get them points. Mal is more of like the assist man. Like he'll send off, you know what I'm saying? He'll send off assists, but his main strength is getting rebounds. When them bitches jump off the rim, he gonna get that rebound. He gonna make you try to score again. You get another point, Rory. Get a better shot. Look for a better shot. That's his role. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, y'all go check this out. No, I will not be putting a link down in my description. Search for that shit yourself. Search for that shit yourself. You understand? Man, we keeping it 100 over here, man. I don't know who else y'all talk to or who else y'all listen to. We keeping it a buck over here. Y'all be trying to get dudes to sugarcoat shit. Everything healthy on this side. Everything healthy. Yeah, man, I think these guys are really they on a better pathway. They're on a better pathway to success, and they finally finding their stride, and they finally find their formula. So, you know, like, subscribe to the channel, please, man. If there's any other podcasts that you want me to review, any other reaction videos you want me to do, no, I will not be reviewing your homeboy's podcast. I'm talking about a podcast that is actually established that I don't know about. Let me know, man. Let me know. There is one podcast, right? Hold on. That is the end of my review of this podcast, but there is one podcast that I've been looking at. They talk about all the things that I like. They talk about toxicity, they talk about women, they talk about relationships. It's called 8 at the Table. 8 at the Table. And 8 at the Table, they own the clip of that chick, Blue Jasmine, talking about that before that, you know, when I leave my man and my man had all this money, I should be able to keep the cars, I should be able to be in the house until I find another relationship, even though the relationship ended. Shorty, you're delusional. Shut up.
What's the matter with you?
But yo, yeah, man. 8 at the Table. Y'all go look that up, man. When I make my podcast, like, that's what I inspire to be that fire. Like, my podcast gotta be that fire in my own way. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'm gonna use the same content, but anyway, enough of that rambling. This is Adolf, the Instrumental Architect. Market take your life before they go and get your wife. AKA the real Jumpman, AKA Heavy. Like, comment, subscribe. You understand? Do all that. Share the video, man. Oh man. Shout out to the haters and the lovers, man. I love all of y'all on both sides. Y'all never stop me from doing what I'm doing. And the supporters, y'all the ones that keep me going. You understand? Y'all the ones that keep me going. And believe it or not, the haters too. Adolf out.